Synthesis and Manufactory Center, huh?
Let's move quick and stick together. Ain't no one dying on my watch.
Welcome to the Adrenatime Synthesis and Manufactory Center, brought to you by Spacer's Choice. This productivity automechanical unit is at your disposal. Its normal duties involve the management of legacy operations analytics. However, due to the promotion, demotion, death, or injury to other managers of this facility, this unit is now the acting manager of the following departments: Reception, Human Resources, Accounting, Technical Support, Manufacturing, Distribution, Security. Please direct any questions about those departments to Pam. Answers not guaranteed. According to this facility's records, the Legacy Operations Analytics Department is located on Sublevel Floor 1. Its functions include warm bodies and redacted. Access to that department is currently denied due to a lockdown in the sublevel stairwell. We value each and every member of the Spacer's Choice family, so be proud. On average, you contribute positively to a minimum of 1.44 important spreadsheets per quarter. That was one of Pam's patented pep talks designed to efficiently eliminate any negative feelings that are getting in the way of your work. After all, Pam's purpose is to answer one question: how can I increase your productivity today? Did you know that keeping your workers alive boosts productivity? That's why every PAM unit comes equipped with the latest Spacer's Choice weaponry. When PAM's emergency combat protocols are activated, your investments are sure to be protected. Warning: due to power consumption, combat protocols cannot be activated when PAM's power is below 73% without deactivating managerial processes. Spacer's Choice policy dictates that managerial processes take priority. This unit's power rating is 57%. Hate messing with tangled cables or confusing batteries? With PAM, you'll never have to. Just pop in a Firefly brand industrial strength battery and PAM's ready to go. Out of batteries and need productivity now? No problem. Just hook Pam's power source up to another automechanical and Pam will get your employees back in line in no time. How can I increase your productivity today? Pam Pam helps each and every member of the Spacer's Choice family be the best they can be. When you're managed by Pam, your workday gets unjammed. Feeling down? Pam is loaded with over 1,000 encouraging messages, each designed to make you feel like an important member of the Spacer's Choice family. Schedule slipping? Not to worry. Pam tracks all of your deadlines and has the tools to whip your efficiency back into shape. You'll be a team player in no time, thanks to Pam. Don't think of Pam as your boss. I'm just your pal, here to make sure that every member of the Spacer's Choice family stays on task and on schedule. With Pam at the helm, you'll never be overwhelmed. How can I increase your productivity today? The Adrenatime Synthesis and Manufactory Center is where Spacer's Choice's newest product is being created. Get a leg up on the competition with Adrenatime. You are now in the lobby. The floors above you are the offices, the manufactory, and the Adrenatime synthesizer. The floors below you are the sublevels and the synthesizer reactor. How can I increase your productivity today? A happy team is a productive team. So please remember to meet your merriment quota of 3.47 hearty laughs per hour, or 6.85 sensible chuckles. Thanks!
If I didn't know better, I'd swear it was watching me.
No, wait. That head's not spinning all the way around, is it? Well, that's not unsettling at all.
Hello there, employee identification number. Great work on assigned task. How can I increase your productivity today? Emergency combat protocols cannot be engaged at less than 73% power without proper authorization. Please ensure that this unit is fully charged, or present your override password. This unit's power rating is 100%. Great! Emergency combat protocols are now available. Error. Employee's biometric ID does not match this unit's designated manager. Proceeding with verbal management test. Pretend that this PAM unit is one of your employees who has been working long hours. What would you say to give them an extra pep pill in their step? When you get in early and get out late, you're our favorite kind of teammate. Remember, PAM tracks every second you're at your desk. Employees in the 93rd percentile or higher get an encouraging platitude every day. Verbal management test complete. Result. Employee is a Spacer's Choice Manager. 94% certainty. Engaging emergency combat protocols. Stand by.
fast.
along. Hey! Carry on.
You're a deft hand with a mag pick. Quietly now. Quick work.
Got my sights on you. Huh?
I don't have time for this. As you were. Move along. Hey.
Hey, carry on.
This staircase is just like the board, over-engineered to the point of absurdity.
Move along.
Huh? on?
Got my sights on you. Hey!
Once have been impressed by this monstrosity.
There's something mystical about this thing. Almost holy. Is that weird?
The journal could well be in our grasp soon. Impressive as always. for no safety again? And why should the future be any different from the past?
Starting to hope I get to meet this jerk, just so I can give him a good kick in the shins.
An illusion anyway. That's the last of them.
Something busted, Captain? You want to ask about anything in particular, Captain? I ain't want to sound like a quitter, Captain, but I'm about ready to put this place behind us. Thinking about what Spacer's Choice did on Gorgon, did to Halcyon, it makes me sick. And real scared. But never mind me. Let's get that journal to Miss Minnie. We're gonna help her bring the truth to light.
So then I says, fine, I'll pay you back for all of it, with interest.
Nice one. You must have had them quaking on their heels.
I mean, I wasn't really gonna do it. I just wanted to make him feel bad.
Pay you back with interest. I gotta remember that one.
Would have felt better if it had worked.
Something on your mind? I've done some crazy jobs, but this one is more complicated than most. And I have a feeling we've got a few more surprises in store. Sure. Something on your mind?
Good to see you, boss. Sure, I got time.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts? Exploring the Human Inquiry and Auditing Facility was a deeply disturbing experience.
Hey, Cap. I wish I could set this entire asteroid ablaze. No amount of booze is ever gonna chase the sight of a meat cube from my memory. I think I'm going to be seeing it for the rest of my life, Cap. I've seen animals tearing one another apart. I've shot folks, been shot by folks. I once saw Cat Malin shove an assassin into a sulfur pool. He dissolved. But those weren't choices. Mana pillars don't give you moral options. What went on in those labs, the suffering they caused, they chose it. Yeah. You know, back when Monarch was abandoned, I sort of understood. I hated it, but I accepted it. There's a certain kind of consistency to the board's decision-making. It's about the bottom line. People are just resources with costs and yields. So I used to think, well, if they're leaving Monarch, maybe they need the resources to build better elsewhere. Yeah, they spent the money on diet fucking toothpaste. Ain't no hope left in this colony, Captain. Not while the board's still intact. Good. I don't know what comes after that. I ain't exactly an expert on building a government. But if places like Gorgon are possible here, we can do better than that at least. Hey, thanks for talking. It helps.
Battery levels are fully charged.
We are receiving an incoming signal, Captain.
Captain, I see you've made some headway on Gorgon. Mother's old work terminal just lit up with a bunch of new protocols. Very exciting. What about Mother's journal? Any progress there? Are you accusing me of deception? Captain, I would never. Can you hear me, Captain? I'm getting some interference on my end. Captain! Captain!
Hello again, little weasel. I must admit, you've surprised me. I threw nearly everything I had at you, and you overcame it all. Well spotted, Captain. We've both played our roles well, but it seems you've got the edge. I may have gravely underestimated you. You were smart to hire him, Wilhelmina. Well done.
Mother! You're alive! And still on Gorgon? This is so you, Mother. Inserting yourself where you aren't needed and at the worst possible time.
Am I disrupting your vanity project? You empty-headed little twit!
Have you come back just to ruin everything again, Mother? At least this time I have the power to stop you.
Captain, this is a distraction. Let's set our differences aside and focus on what matters. Adrena time must never be revived.
I may not have told you all of the facts, but I'm going to lay out everything I know. You can decide for yourself what to do with it. By now, you realize that Project Gorgon was devoted to a single drug, Adrena time. A drug that hit the market in spite of calamitous side effects. Because they believed it could help Halcyon. I still believe it can. The project was a colossal failure, but you and I are going to revive it from the ashes. Adrena time was a lie. Our drug will fulfill its broken promise for workers and employers across the colony. Mother wasn't equal to the task. Thankfully for us both, I'm not my mother. What you've seen is the result of Mother's leadership. I have no intention of repeating her mistakes. Mother's journal contains the activation codes for the Adrena time synthesizer, the key to a new Project Gorgon. We're going to start again, and this time with everything Project Gorgon didn't have. Better R&D, better scientists, clear goals, more funding, and a timeline that makes sense. Who else? Spacer's choice. After I showed them the error of their ways, the corporation couldn't wait to restart the project. If I can improve the chemistry, I can fix Adrena time. We can put this colony back on track together.
Finally, a sensible question. I am the head of Project Gorgon. its grand mastermind. I created Adrenatime because I believed, arrogantly, foolishly, that I could uplift the common man through chemistry. I failed. Now, my daughter wants to take up my mantle. Don't be absurd. Minnie is a bright enough girl, but she's weak, flighty. She'd abandon the project at the first minor setback. My work has already destroyed countless lives. We can't let her do so again out of pride and sentiment.
What about my life, Mother? The Ambrose name has no dignity anymore. I can't even show my face around Byzantium without being the gossip of the town. Every day, workers slump over from exhaustion. The gears of industry swallow them whole, and no one is coming to help. Adrenatime is the break we can't fit into the schedule. The office with a window we can't afford to build. It's the best this rotten colony can do for people.
Don't let those bloodless leeches at Spacer's Choice walk you down this perilous path, Wilhelmina. You haven't the fortitude to endure it.
As usual, Mother projects her failures onto me. If she had let me get involved from the start, we might have avoided this calamity altogether. Enlighten me. You've seen Gorgon up close. So tell me, what exactly is so insurmountable that we shouldn't even try?
Precisely. Compound X gets into everything. Air, water, food. Over time, you and everyone you work with will suffer its effects. You will watch the people you love become monsters.
Progress demands sacrifice. We are in the middle of a crisis that will tear this colony apart. And you two are splitting hairs. If I can save the colony and redeem the Ambrose family name, I owe it to myself to try. Mother be damned. With Adrenatime, we can increase worker productivity orders of magnitude above ordinary stims and risk none of the harmful side effects. Imagine if we flooded the market with drugs that actually helped people. We could influence the very business model of Spacer's Choice.
After all you've seen, after what it did to your father, your concern is for a business model? No. This is madness. The project, the complex, it has to be destroyed. Razed to the ground. It's the only way.
Gorgon is a cautionary tale. We agree on that much. But if we go into this with open eyes, then history doesn't have to repeat itself. I need that facility online, but I can't do it while Mother's still a problem. By now, she'll have shut down the Gorgon reactor. Deal with her however it suits you, and get that facility back up and running.
Don't do this, Wilhelmina. Minnie, don't make this choice.
Adrenatime is our future. It's bigger than money, bigger than family. It's the colony's best hope.
Return to my family's manor, Captain. Use the executive override code in my journal to activate the NDA protocol for my terminal. It will destroy the Gorgon drug synthesizer and put an end to Adrenatime for good. Don't pretend you haven't seen its effects with your own eyes, here and elsewhere. We live in a vicious world, Captain, and Adrenatime is to blame. I should have smothered it in its crib at the start. Consider quickly. Wilhelmina will not stand idly by while you scuttle her best-laid plans. She will try to force you to fight her. You don't have to. In fact, I would ask you not to. Whatever mistakes she might make, she is still my daughter.
Captain, In light of recent events, I'm putting the manor under lockdown. Until Mother is dealt with, anyone who lands here is presumed hostile. Finish the job. I know you won't disappoint me.
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern. Can't help wondering if we're doing the right thing. For us, the Ambroses, or even Halcyon. Maybe there's some way we can get them to work together and fix this. Ain't no good can come out of turning that machine back on, Captain. Not after what we seen here. Even with Miss Minnie at the helm, how can we be sure Spacer's Choice doesn't do Adrenatime all over again, but worse? Dr. Ambrose means to make certain they can't even try. I know she ain't exactly a nice lady, and it's her fault the colony's even in this mess in the first place. But she means to stop the hurt she caused. We gotta help her try. You mean like on a cure? Now there's a powerful notion. It won't be easy, that's for sure. Dr. Ambrose thinks Minnie's good for nothing, and Minnie thinks her mom hates her. If we could somehow show him that ain't true, and that a cure's even possible. Captain, it just might work. If something good comes out of all this, I'll be beside myself. Thanks for asking my thoughts, Captain.
Notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from the Masked Marketeer?
Then Nyoka is...
You remember Kneecaps? Big square-looking bruiser, prize fighter, drinks like a fish. That's Nyoka.
You know, I think she'd like that.
Something on your mind? And I thought my mother was a handful. This job has gotten messy. Hey, you're the captain because you're the one who has to think about this stuff. I'm just along for the ride. You know I'm not one to pass up a good payday, but after everything we've seen, handing Gorgon back to Spacer's Choice doesn't sit right. Dr. Ambrose may be almost as crazy as Phineas, but she may be right, too. We done with the introspection? I'd rather get back to shooting or drinking. What's on your mind? Sure. Something on your mind?
Good to see you, boss. Looks like you got a big decision to make. But I guess that's why you're the boss. I'm glad you asked, because that's an easy one. Project Gorgon was a mistake, and it needs to be destroyed. I was wrong about Miss Ambrose. I thought she was different. Turns out she's just like any other wealthy elite. Miss Ambrose thinks she's doing right by the common worker. But she never hauled boxes for a couple bits a day, or slept alone in a cargo hold, or had to eat salt tuna. Probably. I ain't sticking my neck out for Doc Ambrose. She's a monster, just like everybody else on Project Gorgon. But at least she knows what she's done. Justify it however you want, boss. Nothing good ever came out of Project Gorgon. Nothing good ever will. No, boss. Project Gorgon was designed to exploit people. They were trying to make a drug that let you work harder, sleep less, and give more of your life to Spacer's Choice. Don't reactivate the project. Do the right thing. Burn it down. Anytime, boss. Anything else?
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain? Now that we've gotten Olivia's side of this whole fiasco, have you given much thought as to who you'll be siding with? It's not my place to say, Captain. You run this crew. I merely serve on it. I believe Minnie means well, but she's playing with forces she doesn't understand. And I don't just mean Adrena time. Even were she to succeed, what would it mean to the people of this colony? Do you really think they'd be given a choice as to whether they used a drug that boosted their productivity? And, even in the unlikely chance they were, I do not believe the colonists are equipped to make that decision for themselves. You've seen how they rationalize even the most abhorrent corporate practices. The board will work them to death even more effectively than they do currently, and they'll thank them. You may very well be right, but it will not be easy. Will that be all?
Hey, Cap. I wish I could set this entire asteroid ablaze. No amount of booze is ever gonna chase the sight of a meat cube from my memory. I think I'm going to be seeing it for the rest of my life, Cap. I've seen animals tearing one another apart. I've shot folks, been shot by folks. I once saw Cat Malin shove an assassin into a sulfur pool. He dissolved. But those weren't choices. Mana pillars don't give you moral options. What went on in those labs, the suffering they caused, they chose it. Yeah. You know, back when Monarch was abandoned, I sort of understood. I hated it, but I accepted it. There's a certain kind of consistency to the board's decision-making. It's about the bottom line. People are just resources with costs and yields. So I used to think, well, if they're leaving Monarch, maybe they need the resources to build better elsewhere. Yeah, they spent the money on diet fucking toothpaste. Ain't no hope left in this colony, Captain. Not while the board's still intact. Good. I don't know what comes after that. I ain't exactly an expert on building a government. But if places like Gorgon are possible here, we can do better than that at least. Hey, thanks for talking. It helps.
Every SAM unit comes lean, mean, and ready to clean.